Hello guys, now I'm going to cover the para bobsled competition in Lillehammer and give you a little bit of the history as to how it came to be. In the first heat, Great Britain took first, Austria took second, and Switzerland took third place. Our men took 5th, 6th, 14th, and 15th place in the first heat. Then in the second round, Italy took first, Great Britain took second, and Switzerland took third place. Our guys took 6th, 10th, 13th, and 16th place in the second round. Paralympic bobsled can find its roots all the way back to the winter of 2002 and 2003. Thanks to the National Ability Center in Utah, Aaron Langham and Gary Cole, one a paraplegic and the other a leg amputee, were the first two para-athletes to finish the Salt Lake City track. Aaron finished it while being pushed as a seated pilot, and Gary was able to push and pilot by himself. Gary would be the first to get his bobsled license and race against able-bodied athletes in the 06-07 North American Cup. Both Aaron and Gary would race against able-bodied athletes in the 07-08 North American Cup later on. In 2010, President Ivo of the IBSF voiced his support for the Parasports Initiative. Thus, the IBSF Parasports Committee was founded. This committee's task was to get the qualifying process for future Winter Paralympics underway. Team USA Bobsled and Skeleton hosted the first Para Bobsled and Skeleton driving school. The IBSF would help fund its first season. 17 athletes from 6 nations would participate in this first school. In 2012, St. Moritz, the birthplace of bobsled and skeleton, would be where the first standard para bobsled was made. In 2014, the IPC finally recognized para bobsled and skeleton as a recognized Paralympic sport. This would also be the time that para bobsled and skeleton got its first World Cup competition for the 2014-2015 competition in Park City, St. Moritz, and debuting in Innsbruck. 15 athletes represented 9 countries that season. In 2016, the IBSF added the Para World Championship to its list of competitions, with now 19 athletes representing 9 countries. This would be the first time we would also see a woman compete in para bobsled. Her name is Dawn McCamber. With para bobsled being inclusive in not just different abilities, but also gender, she was able to compete against 15 other guys. In 2017, Parasports and Bobsled and Skeleton branched out to a European Cup, with 8 athletes representing 6 countries. Technology for a para bobsled would also improve as they introduced the para bobsled launcher. In 2023, there was a combined competition of able-bodied athletes and para-athletes. 18 athletes from 15 countries competed in that event. Then this year, January, Virginia Tech students helped this athlete become the first one-handed pilot in para bobsled. Para bobsled has come a long way from being a curiosity of 2 athletes to being a serious competition of many athletes of different abilities, from 1 sliding school to multiple sliding schools and 3 competitions, and being recognized by the Paralympics as a recognized sport. Who knows where para bobsled is heading next?